Good morning, children. Welcome to online class. Today we are going to discuss Unit 1 problem. First question: when two objects are roughed with each other, when two objects are roughed with each other, approximately a charge of 50 nanocoulomb, a charge of 50 nanocoulomb can be produced in each object. Okay, what is the charge here? 50 nanocoulomb. So in the data we can write Q is equal to 50 into nano 10 power minus 9 coulomb. Now what they asked to calculate? Calculate the number of electrons that must be transferred to produce this charge. Okay, so you know that to calculate the number of electrons, we know the formula Q is equal to Ne. So from this, N is equal to Q by E. E already you know that it is the constant value 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Now substitute the value of Q and E in the equation. So 50 into 10 power minus 9 divided by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. So if you bring the 10 power minus 19 to the numerator, that is what? Plus 19. So plus 19 minus 9, that is what? 10 power 10. So 50 into 10 power 10 divided by 1.6. 50 into 10 power 10 divided by 1.6. So if you do the calculation here, we are getting the answer 31.25 into 10 power 10 electrons. 31.25 into 10 power 10 electrons. Okay, understand, children? Next, come to the second question. The total number of electrons in the human body is typically in the order of 10 power 28. How many number of electrons they are saying? N is equal to 10 power 28. Now, suppose due to some reason, you and your friend lost 1% of this number of electrons. Okay, how much electron is lost? 1%. So in this lesson, 10 power 28 into 1%. How to write the 1% here? Listen, 10 power 28 into 1%, 1 by 100. So listen, in the denominator 1 by 100, that is, listen, in the denominator 100, that is what? 10 power 2. Okay, so the 10 power 2 and here this will be cancelled. Here we are getting the answer is what? 10 power 26. Okay, so here we are getting the answer is what? 10 power 26. Now listen, here again they asked to calculate the electrostatic force between you and your friend separated at a distance of 1 meter. So if you want to calculate the electrostatic force, what is the force formula? F is equal to K into Q1 Q2 by R square. So first you want to calculate the charge on each person. Charge on each person. So what is the formula for charge? Q is equal to Ne. What is Q value we calculated here? From the formula N into E. What is the value of N here? 10 power 26. What is the value of E? You all know that 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. So 10 power 26, 10 power minus 19. So 26 minus 19, that is what? 7. So we can write here the answer is equal to 1.6 into 10 power 7 coulomb. Okay, so this much of the charge is present. Now we can calculate the electrostatic force. F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. That is equal to, here we are consider the two charges are equal. That is Q1 is equal to Q2 is equal to Q. So I can write here 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q into Q, that is Q square by R2 square, R square. Okay, now substitute the value. For 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, you can write here 9 into 10 power 9. Q square 1.6 into 10 power 7 the whole square. What is the distance? 1. Okay. So, in the denominator 1, so multiply the numerator is enough. So, 1.6 the whole square, we can write here 2.56. 1.6 the whole square, we can write here 2.56. Remaining as it 9 into 10 power 9. Then again listen, 10 power 7 the whole square, we can write here 10 power 14. So 10 power 14 into 10 power 9, that is 14 plus 9, we can write here 10 power 23. Again 9 into 256. 9 into 9 into 2.56. 9 into 2.56, we are getting the answer 23.04. So the value of the force F is equal to 23.04 into 10 power 23 Newton. Listen, here you want to compare this with your weight. What is the weight value they given? 60 kg. Okay, by using this one, we can calculate the weight of the person. W is equal to what formula? mg. W is equal to mg. What is m they given? 60. Okay, what is the value of g? 9.8. So, 60 into 9.8, if you multiply, we are getting the answer 588 Newton. Okay, next they asked to calculate the ratio of the force and the weight. So, this is the force value and this is the weight value. So, divide these two values. Okay, so we are getting the answer here 3.918 into 10 power minus 2 into 10 power 23. So, 20 plus 23 minus 2, 10 power 21. Okay, so we are getting the answer here 3.9 into 10 power 21. Understand? Next come to the third problem. Find 5 identical charges Q are placed equidistant on a semicircle as shown in the diagram. Let us consider, listen children, 5 identical charge Q are placed in the semicircle in equal distance. Now, another point charge Q is kept at the center of the circle of radius R. Okay, here they asked to calculate the electrostatic force experienced by the charge Q. So, listen. So, we want to draw, once again you can draw this diagram. Here listen, the center Q and here what? Capital Q. So, listen, both the charge are what? Positive. So, what happened? This small q is moving in an outward direction. That is, the force experienced by the first point is I am going to take as 1, second point 2, third 3, fourth 4 and fifth 5. Okay, so due to the point 1, the charge q moving in an outward direction is taken as what? F1 vector F1. Now listen, again the charge q due to the point 2, again listen, positive and positive, what happened? Repulsion. So this q is moving in an outward direction due to the second, so F2. Again F3. Okay, F3 is moving in an again outward. Why it is outward? Already you know that positive, positive repulsion, positive, positive repulsion, again positive, positive repulsion. So it is moving in an outward direction. Again here listen, positive, positive repulsion. So F4 is outward. Again positive, positive repulsion. So F5 is moving in an outward. Okay. So at the point Q, if you see, this is F1, F2, F3, F4 and F5. Listen, F2 and F4 is in the different direction. It is not along the x-axis or y-axis. So, the F4 is now resolved into two components. Here listen, exactly here the divide means listen, the angle is what? 45 degree. Okay, so here I can resolve into the horizontal component is what? F4 cos 45 degree and y component is, listen children, F4 sin 45 degree. Similarly, the F2 is resolved into F2 cos 45 degree along the x direction and F2 sine 45 degree along the y direction. It is clear, children? Now if you see, listen children, now along the y direction from the charge q, the upward is taken as positive I cap and downward is we are going to taken as what? Negative j cap. Okay, here listen, everywhere the charge q and capital Q. Q, capital Q. So the force F1, F2, F3, F4, F5 are equal. Okay, so we can write here, let the force act on the charge Q be F1 vector, F2 vector, F3 vector, F4 vector, F5. If you see, the magnitude of the force must be same because we have taken the charge Q1, Q and the distance also similar, equal distance on the semicircle. Okay, so F1 is equal to F2 is equal to F3 is equal to F4 is equal to F5 is equal to F. Okay, this resolution already we see in the diagram. Okay, the F2 and the F4 are acting in the different directions, so it is resolved into two perpendicular component. Okay, now we are going to calculate the resultant along the y direction. Okay, along the y direction, if you see, from the charge Q, F5 upward, F4 sine 45 degree also upward direction. Okay, that is a positive I cap. Sorry, j cap. Now, here the downward, listen, F1 and F2 sine 45 degree. It is in a downward direction. So, we can write here, listen, the downward is taken as what? Minus I cap. And upward is we are going to taken as what? Plus j cap. So, add the 4 component. Okay, it is clear now? Listen, upward 2 and downward 2. Okay, if you add here, you already know that, listen, the F1 and F5 equal. So, what happened? This value and this value will be cancelled because here minus F1, here plus F5. Then again, listen children, here is also minus F2, here plus F4 sine 45 degree, here minus F2 sine 45 degree. So again this term and this term will be cancelled. Directly we can write the answer, listen, the total force Fy vector is equal to 0 vector. Okay, F force vector is equal to what? 0 vector. Okay, or if you substitute the value of sine 45 degree and then if you add also, listen, we are getting the answer is equal to what? 0 vector. So in the next step, listen children, along the x direction only we are getting the answer. Because along the y direction, that is answer is equal to what? 0. So along the y direction, if you see, what are the forces are acting here? F3, F4 cos 45 degree, F2 cos 45 degree. Okay, so add these 3 common along positive I cap. So we are getting all the 3 will be along the positive I cap. What is the value of cos 45 degree? 1 by root 2. Again, cos 45 degree 1 by root 2. F2 and F4 are equal. So, listen, this term and this terms are what? Equal. So, equal term 1 plus 1, how to write? 2 into that term. So, here, listen, F3 I cap as it. For instead of this 2 term, now it is resolved into 2F2 into 1 by root 2 into I cap. So, what is common in this two equation? F, because F3 and F2 are equal value. Then I cap. So, we can rearrange this equation. F is F into 1 plus 2 into 1 by root 2 into I cap. Okay. So, the value of the 2 will be resolved into, I can write here, root 2 into root 2. Okay, the denominator root 2 and numerator root 2 on root 2 will be cancelled. So, the remaining root 2 into I cap, we will get the answer. Okay, understand children? So, next you are going to add the total force. So, that is 0 plus the force of this value. So, 0, listen, 0 plus any value, the same value. So, again, F into 1 plus root 2 into I cap. Here, F total vector is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught QQ by R square. What is the value of force according to Coulomb's law? K into Q1 Q2 by R square. What is a Q1? Q and Q2 is I am taken as what? Capital Q. Or anyway we can take. So QQ divided by R square. R is the radius. Now into 1 plus root 2 into I cap. If you write the unit here, the unit is nothing called as what? Newton. Now, if I want to calculate only the magnitude, no need to put the vector symbol here. We can write here F total is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square into 1 plus root 2 into Newton. Okay, understand children? Next question number 4. Suppose a charge plus Q on Earth's surface and another charge plus Q charge is placed on the surface of the moon. Suppose a charge plus Q on Earth's surface and another plus Q charge on the surface of the moon. They asked to calculate the value of Q. Okay, what they are asked to calculate? Q required to balance the gravitational attraction between the Earth and the moon. To balance the gravitational attraction between Earth and moon. So between the Earth and moon, listen, there are two forces acting due to the gravitational attraction, that is the gravitational force and Coulomb force. Based upon that, we want to calculate the value for what? Q here. Next, suppose the distance between the moon and the Earth is half. What would be the charge Q change? That is only they asked. So we can do step by step. First, here we consider the mass of the Earth is 5.9 into 10 power 24 kg and the mass of the moon is equal to 7.9 into 10 power 22 kg. So if you consider R be the distance between Earth and the moon. So the gravitational force is balanced, means listen, that is the Coulomb force is equal to what? Gravitational force. Okay, so Coulomb force, what is the formula? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q square by R square. Okay, Q, because listen, why we written here Q square? Because here one of the charge is Q, another charge is also Q. So Q into Q, we can write here Q square. That is equal to, that is gravitational force, that is G into ME, that is mass of the Earth, MM mass of the moon, into, so divided by R square. What they asked to calculate? Q. So from this equation, Q square is equal to G ME MM by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. If I want to calculate the value of R square, take the square root of this equation. So we are getting that G is equal to square root of G ME MM divided by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Q is equal to square root of G ME MM by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. So substitute the value of G, 6.67 into 10 power minus 11, 5.9 into 10 power 24, 7.9 into 10 power 22 divided by 9 into 10 power 9. If you do the calculation, we are getting the answer Q is equal to 5.878 into 10 power 13 Coulomb. Okay, 10 power 13 Coulomb. Now listen, suppose the distance between the moon and the Earth is half. Listen, if you see the charge formula here we created, that is a calculator, Q is equal to square root of G ME MM by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Listen, this Q value is what? Independent of distance. The Q is what? Independent of distance. So, whatever may be the distance, the Q value will be remain same. So, we can write here, when the distance between Earth and moon is half, the charge Q remains same because the value of the charge is independent of the distance. Because the value of the charge is independent of the distance. Okay, understand children? Next come to the fifth problem. Draw the free body diagram for following charges as shown in the figure A, B and C. Okay, so to draw the free body diagram, we having three rules. The first rule, the given object is you are considered as what? Point object, that is point mass. Second, you want to identify what are the forces are acting on that object. With respect to that force, you want to draw the arrow mark. Okay, these are the three methods to draw the free body diagram. So in the first diagram, if you see the mass, I am going to taken as what? Point here. Okay, that is I am going to taken as what? Point mass. Next, what are the force acting here means, listen, the gravitational force acting in a downward direction and the normal will be acting in an upward direction to balance. So for the point mass, I draw one downward, that is what? Gravitational force, and balance this one I can draw one normal force. Okay, here for the chart, the electric field is acting in an outward direction. So the force due to the electric field, we know the formula QE. So the force acting in an outward direction, that is taken as what? QE. Now here what is the spring? So the spring constant force, we know the formula Kx. It is acting in an opposite direction, so we can write here minus Kx. Okay, this we can write here what? Minus Kx. Understand? Now come to the second diagram. If you see the second diagram, listen, the positive charges I am going to taken as what? Point mass. Now, due to the gravitational force acting in a downward direction, that I can draw in a downward arrow mark mg. Now, this is the positive charge and here it is the negative charge. So, this positive charge is attracted towards the negative plate. That means it experiences the force towards the negative plate is we are taken as what? QE. Now, this positive charge is with respect to one fixed point, that is what? Tension. Okay, so the tension will be created along this direction. Next, come to the next diagram. Here, we are going to consider one positive plate and negative plate. Here, we are taken one negative charge. The negative charge is attracted towards the ground by means of gravitational force, that is what? mg. Now, this negative charge is attracted to the positive charge of the plate. So, it experiences the forces we are taken as what? QE, that is acting in an upward direction. Okay, understand children? Next, come to the problem number 6. Consider an electron traveling with a speed v0 and entering into a uniform electric field E vector, which is perpendicular to v0 vector. Once again, listen children. Consider an electron traveling with a speed v0 that is entering perpendicular to the electric field. So listen, here listen. If you see this diagram, this here positive charge and here negative charge. So the electric lines are moving in an upward direction everywhere. Okay, so for this upward direction, that is what? Perpendicular line, one electron is traveling with an initial velocity v0. Okay, so here listen, in vector we can write that v0 vector. Here without considering, that is listen, ignoring gravity, obtain the electron's acceleration, velocity and position as function of time. So now we are going to calculate the electron's acceleration, velocity and position as function of time. Okay, so for this, first when the electron enter here, it is attracted or it is accelerated towards downward. Why? Because the electron is attracted towards the positive plate. So from Newton's second law, we know that F vector is equal to ma vector. From Newton's second law, F vector is equal to ma vector. So the force experienced by the electron in the electric field, we know F is equal to QE. Here the electron is moving. So in the place of charge Q, we can write here E. So F vector is equal to E into E vector. F vector is equal to E into E vector. Okay, understand? So now listen, when these two forces are balanced, we can write the formula MA vector is equal to EE vector. MA vector is equal to EE vector. So if I write this equation, A vector is equal to means the M will become to the denominator. That is A vector is equal to EE vector by M. Okay, so listen, it is accelerated in a downward direction. So we can write, listen, it is downward y-axis, that is the negative j cap. So here we are getting the vector is what? Minus j cap. Okay, so together we can write this equation. A vector is equal to minus EE by M into j cap. Next step, listen, we can calculate the velocity from the equation of motion. That is V is equal to U plus AT. In vector form we can write V vector is equal to U vector plus A vector into T. So in this equation, V vector is equal to, what is the initial velocity? V naught, unit cap I cap, minus EE by M. T, what is the value of A? Already calculated, this minus EE by M into J cap. Substitute here, into T. Listen children, when you write this equation, always write the unit vector at the end. Always write the unit vector at this end. Okay, now come to position. If you see the position from the equation of motion, we can write the equation S is equal to ut plus half at square. S is equal to ut plus half at square. That is, in terms of vector form, S vector is equal to u vector plus u vector into t plus half a vector into t square. So the value of u vector, that is v naught into t. Okay, so what is the value of a? Negative EE by m into j cap. Write the value of a vector into t square. So listen, the unit vector you want to write at the last. Thus we get the formula for acceleration, velocity and position as the function of what? Time. Okay, understand children? Next come to the question number 7. A closed triangular box is kept in an electric field of magnitude E is equal to 2 into 10 power 3 Newton per Coulomb. Okay, that is shown in the diagram. Here they asked to calculate the electric flux through the vertical rectangular surface. Okay, vertical rectangular surface and the slanted surface then the entire surface. Okay, the entire surface. So first we are going to see about the vertical rectangular surface. In vertical rectangular surface, the value of the L, that is the length of this box is taken as 15 centimeter. That is 15 into 10 power minus 2 meter. And the birth is we are going to taken as what? 5 centimeter. That is 5 into 10 power minus 2 meter. Here listen, for this vertical section, if you draw the unit vector, the unit vector and the electric field are along the same direction. Okay, so we are writing here theta is equal to 0 degree. Let us take the formula pi e is equal to closed integral E ds cos theta. Closed integral E ds cos theta. So E is we are taken as common. Closed integral dx, that is we are taken as what? Area A. What is the value of cos 0? Cos 0 is equal to what? 1. So 1 into A, we are getting the answer. Pi E is equal to EA. Area is equal to length into breadth. So E into L into B. What is the value of E they given? 2 into 10 power 3. And what is the value of L they given? 15 centimeter and birth 5 centimeter. So right here E instead of E 2 into 10 power 3. L 15 into 10 power minus 2. Birth 5 into 10 power minus 2. So if you multiply here 10 power minus 2, 10 power minus 2, 10 power minus 4. 10 power minus 4 into 10 power 3, 10 power minus 1. Okay. Next listen 2 into 5, 10. 10 into 15, 150. So 150 into 10 power minus 1, we are getting the answer 15 Newton meter square per coulomb. Like this, next you are going to calculate the slanted surface. Okay, so listen, in the slanted surface, what is the angle they given? 60 degree. Here perpendicular means what? 90 degree. What is the total angle of the triangle? 180 degree. So here 90, here 60, here 30 degree. Very good. So 60 degree, 30 degree. Okay, here listen, length 15 centimeter. For the slanted surface, you want to calculate the length of the slanted surface. That is, I am going to take as now x. So, L is equal to 15 centimeter. X you want to find out, and theta is equal to 60 degree for the slanted surface. Now, take this triangle and calculate the value of x. For that, apply sine 30 degree. Sine 30 degree opposite side is what? 5. Okay. Then here is what? X. So we can write this. The 5 is in the form of what? Centimeter. So the answer is also we will get in the form of centimeter. So sine 30 degree is equal to 5 by x. From this, x is equal to 5 divided by sine 30 degree. So what is the value of sine 30 degree? 1 by 2. So the 2 will be come to the numerator. 5 into 2, 10. So we are getting the answer 10 centimeter. Is it clear? Now, we know the formula for pi is equal to closed integral E ds cos theta. E closed integral of ds cos 60 degree. What is the value of cos 60 degree? 1 by 2. Instead of closed integral of dx, we can write here A. So, I can write the formula here. Area is equal to length into breadth. So, 1 by 2 into E into length into breadth. Okay. So, I can write here 1 by 2 is in the denominator. The E value is what? 2 into 10 power 3. L 15 into 10 power minus 2. X 10 into 10 power minus 2. So, if you do the calculation, we are getting the answer 15 Newton meter square per coulomb square. Sorry, per coulomb. Okay, understand children? Next, we are going to calculate for the entire surface. In the figure, the electric field lines enter through the vertical rectangular surface and leaves through the slanted surface. And also listen children, for the closed surface, it contains no charge inside. So, in general, we can say that the electric flux is negative if the electric field lines enter the closed surface, and positive if the electric field lines leaves the closed surface. Enter is negative and leave is we are going to take as what? Positive. So, one is negative and another one is positive. If you add the value, the total electric flux through the entire surface is what? 0. Thus, we calculate the 3 case. Okay, understand children? Thank you children.